The thought of dinosaurs being alive today is exciting. While scientists say these animals became extinct millions of years ago, some people believe they still roam the planet. This video will include supposed dinosaurs along with creatures that lived during the same time. So let's count down 5 dinosaurs caught on tape. Despite their extinction at the end of the late Cretaceous period, there have been countless dinosaur sightings made throughout the last several centuries. Many dinosaur sightings take the form of photographs, amateur video footage, eyewitness accounts, or folklore. Most reports of living dinosaurs or prehistoric animals are immediately rejected or debunked. However, some sightings receive media attention, and thus causes some people to believe that extinct animals still exist. There have been many little-known sightings of smaller, theropod-like lizards across the American West, collectively referred to as river dinos or river lizards. Examples include the mountain boomer of West Texas. It's said to be a bipedal lizard up to 2 meters tall with greenish or brownish skin. In 1993, an investigator named Jimmy Ward claimed to have heard tales about a giant lizard that walked on its hind legs, and whose voice sounded like thunder. The Colorado River lizards and Oklahoma raptors are more commonly sighted than the boomer. In 1993, a woman came forward to claim she had seen tall grey lizard-like creatures no less than 3 times in her life. Her first encounter was in May 1935, when she witnessed 5 of the creatures near Pacosa Springs. There are several photographs in existence supposedly portraying living American dinosaurs. One of the best known is this picture. It shows a young man holding what looks like a baby dinosaur. Let me know in the comments what you think it is. The defining characteristics of a pterosaur are wide bat-like wings and a large backwards pointing crest. There have been a number of alleged pterosaur sightings around the world. Texas and California are the states in the US where some have occurred. Pterosaurs have also reportedly been seen in Kansas, Utah, Arizona, and Idaho. As expected, there are many more pterosaur sightings in Africa and remote Pacific islands. In 1923, natives in Zambia reported seeing what they call a kongomoto, which means overwhelmer of boats, and said it looked like drawings of pterosaurs. There have been many reports of pterosaurs in Papua New Guinea, where it's called a ropen and has the unusual characteristic of glowing while flying. In 1673, French explorers were mapping and navigating the Mississippi River when they stumbled upon pterodactyl glyphs, and you can still see it to this very day. Now, pterodactyls according to modern science have been extinct for millions of years, but yet the Native Americans claim they witnessed these creatures for centuries. And there are tons of Native American legends that involve huge giant birds that fit the description of a pterodactyl. To them it was known as the bird that devours men. The legend states that this Native American tribe was living in fear. They were constantly being attacked by a massive flying beast. So the chief decided to serve himself up as bait in front of his cave. Then this creature flew out of the cave and tried to eat him. The members of this tribe started to fire poison dart arrows and were able to take it down. After this heroic event, the tribe painted what happened that day on the cliff wall so future generations would remember. On September the 25th, 2001, a 19-year-old driving along Pennsylvania's Route 119 reported what he describes as flags flapping in a thunderstorm coming from right above his car. When he looked up, he couldn't believe what he was looking at. He described a bird very similar to a pterosaur, and over the next few months there were many more sightings of this creature in Greensville County and Pennsylvania, and the descriptions were all the same. Then in 1976 and 1982 there was another wave of sightings in Texas. These sightings always seem to occur in waves, and most of these eyewitnesses truly believe that what they saw was a pterosaur. So do you think the pterosaur and pterodactyl are still living today? If not, let me know what you think these people are seeing. The tale of the Loch Ness Monster is an intriguing part of Scottish lore that has taken on worldwide fame in recent times. A plesiosaur was an order of aquatic creatures that existed in the time of the dinosaurs. It was a reptile with a big body and long neck, and it hunted fish in the prehistoric oceans. There were many different kinds of plesiosaur. Going by the fossil record, many of them look pretty similar to the reported sightings of Nessie. Although it's unlikely, some believe there's a possibility a group of these prehistoric creatures have survived to this day. The Nubu is a cryptid from the savannah region of Cameroon. It's said to have 6 horns, hoofs, and fights elephants for land, despite its smaller size. Many believe it's actually a surviving species of Triceratops. Another supposed photo of a real-life Triceratops is this one, but it actually turned out to be a 25-foot model left in the middle of a road by pranksters. Although the Nubu has not been captured on film, its footprints have. One very exciting area of cryptozoology is that of apparent dinosaurs who have somehow survived up to the present day. The thought of having real dinosaurs still prowling the wild places of the world, as they did millions of years ago, is exciting. Such mysterious creatures can be found in many reports from the deepest, darkest jungles of Africa to the rainforests of South America. Yet you don't necessarily have to go so far away to such isolated spots to find accounts of supposed living dinosaurs in the modern age. In the southwestern United States, there have long been reports of dinosaurs roaming about, apparently very much alive and well. Tales of dinosaurs in the American Southwest go back to the frontier Wild West days of cowboys and Indians. Among some of the most talked about and famous of the dinosaurs of the West are the various large pterodactyl-type creatures, said to have been sighted throughout the 1800s and beyond, and which were already known to the native peoples of the region as thunderbirds. The story of this photo's existence was corroborated by writer H.M. Crowner in a 1963 article in Fate magazine, and renowned cryptozoologist Ivan Sanderson claimed that he actually owned a photocopy of the photo. From there, the legend of the now notorious Thunderbird photo really took off. People began to come out of the woodwork swearing they'd seen the photo on TV, in books or in magazines, but in every case no actual copy could ever be tracked down. The question of the elusive photo's existence became a popular topic within the realm of cryptozoology, inciting heated debate and speculation. In-depth investigations into the claims of the photo being printed in the tombstone epitaph were carried out, yet looking back deeply into the newspaper's archives showed that no such picture was ever published, and there had been no follow-up article. Others searched all editions of various books in which people had sworn they'd seen the photo, but it turned out that no such photo had ever been published in any of them. Some people have sworn that the picture was most certainly in a particular book, only to find that the photo was gone when they looked there. Over the years, photos have occasionally been brought forward and claimed to be the supposed lost Thunderbird photo, but none of them seem to be exactly what was described in the original or what people insisted they remember seeing. Whether the photo really existed or not, there were certainly a lot of reports of flying pterodactyl-like creatures during the era,